Yo, welcome to another episode of Great Conversations and Guests, man. It's your boy Turbo. I'm back with another one, man. And man, the stage set right now, but we're gonna get into more of that. We're gonna get into the games over the weekend, and we're gonna talk about a little bit of basketball. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on the video. You already know we're gonna dive right into it. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. The first thing we're gonna get into, man, I already know everybody already probably talking about it, or y'all already heard about it. Jimmy Butler just got suspended. Again, you feel me? Just came off a 2-game suspension. Before that, he was on a 7-game suspension. But Miami just said they done with his BS. You feel me? He just walked out of a shoot around once they told him he gonna be coming off the bench. He said F that, you feel me, and walked out the shoot around, and they just suspended him indefinitely. So man, Joe, so I don't know what it's looking like for Jimmy Butler right now. You feel me? He's still under contract right now with Miami. So once probably this season over with or something, you feel me? He can find a new home somewhere else. But I ain't gonna lie, if he gonna be acting like that though, ain't too many teams going to put up with that attitude and the way he acting. And everybody know like once Jimmy get in that mode, that's how he get, and that's how he get when he was like that when he was with Chicago after a while. You feel me? When he went to Minnesota after a while in Minnesota, he was like that. His time in Philly, well, in Philly he wanted to stay, but Philly ain't keep him. You feel me? They ended up giving him away. I just feel like shit. Now his time in Miami. You feel me? He done been to 2 finals with them, and shit. It's like shit he probably tired of being there, so he want to go somewhere else at this point. So I felt like it's just Jimmy Butler at this point. We should already know this the type of player that after a while he time to move. You feel me? And he already, I heard that he said that they can send him anywhere, but don't send him to the Memphis Grizzlies or something like that. But you feel me? You know, Memphis my team and shit. We don't really need him. You feel me? So it's like I don't know why he said that. You feel me? But all in all, he definitely gonna have to get his act together. And with him being suspended indefinitely, shit, he ain't gonna be able to play for no NBA championship now. So it's like sit back, get your mind right, and shit. Hopefully, free agency or something go right for you, and the team wanna come pick you up or something. You feel me? Other than that, I don't really know. You feel me? But another thing I want to talk about, I want to give a shout out to Amen Thompson. You feel me? He just balled out the last game. You feel me? 33-10, and I ain't gonna lie. It was a lot of talks about them last year, him and his brother, about you feel me, uh, the time when they came in, they age range and how they progression was gonna go. But to me, I ain't gonna lie, I seen like they progression going really well. You feel me? He a good defender. You feel me? He got good athleticism. He averaging a double double right now too. You feel me? He averaging a double double right now too. Barely a double double, 13 and 8. You feel me? So that's pretty good. You feel me? He just had a good game. So all in all, I feel like the game really it's coming to him real good. And I feel like the Rockets team gonna be a Rockets team. That's another thing I had wanted to talk about anyway. One of the Rockets probably got one of the best young teams right now, other than my Memphis Grizzlies. I say like Memphis, the Rockets. Um, I want to say the Pistons because they starting to trying to put it together, but I don't really want to say the Pistons. I'll probably say like Indiana, you feel me, or something like that. So a lot of those young teams like they starting to really trying to figure it out. You feel me? Atlanta too, because Atlanta they got a lot of young players over there too. But the teams like the Rockets with Jalen Green, Şengün, Thompson coming along. Then they got the rookies they got the young people that come off the bench as well too. So. That team just feel with stars, especially with like high flyers and stuff like that. So for him to be able to show this type of progression in the second year and be able to put up big buckets like that, I feel like that's gonna turn out to be a plus for them pushing forward, especially when they try to make that playoff run. Because I feel like coming up in that West and it's gonna be so tight coming after the All Star break that they gonna need that defense so they can be able to finish games and be able to close games out. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's gonna really come down to. Because they're at the number 2 spot right now, so they're gonna have to keep their foot on the gas all day. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen though. But you already know. Just let me know. But y'all let me know what y'all think about the Houston Rockets. You feel me? One of the top young teams right now. I'm going crazy. And all in all, what y'all think about Amen Thompson and how he fit that rotation for that young Rockets team? You feel me? But another thing that I really want to get into that's kind of that's been kind of irking me. You feel me? Is my boy they snubbed my boy LaMelo Ball out of a starting spot in the All-Star game. You feel me? They gave it to Donovan Mitchell and they gave it to Jalen Brunson, even though he averaging more points, rebounds, and assists than both of them. You feel me? All of a sudden, everybody want to say it comes down to where your team at and is your team winning. Even though to me, I feel like you feel me, the all star is something like that's something you singly get picked for out of your team, no matter like where your team at or how your team doing. You specifically as a player, you playing at an all-star level. So that's something that don't go for your team. That's just a title that's only gonna go for you. You feel me? So I don't even remember when they started probably putting in like, oh, your team got to be a top 10 or a top 8 team in the league for your players to even be, you feel me, all-star players. If that's the case, should nobody be, if your team ain't no top 10 teams in the league, that should be only the all-star to pick from. You shouldn't be able to pick from all stars if only the top 10 teams or the top 8 teams are gonna have the starters. It shouldn't go like that. And on top of that, LaMelo Ball was the first person with 1 million votes. Soon they dropped the voting polls for the Eastern Conference. He had more votes than everybody. You feel me? So for him to get snubbed like that, and for how it's looking, it's almost looking like he gonna even probably be in a reserve. So I feel like that's something that's being taken away from him on something he probably can't really too much control. He just came back off injury from last season, so a lot of these players, it's his first time getting able to play with. A lot of players that he used to playing with kind of gone now, so he got to get used to playing with a whole new team. You feel me? Then some people we had to wait to come back. So all in all, injuries, new teams, all that uh, goes in effect when it comes down to a team and an organization on how high y'all gonna play or where y'all gonna end up in the season. Because we can take example for the Phoenix Suns right now. They like 10th right now in the Western Conference right now, and they got Kevin Durant, they got Bradley Beal, and they got Devin Booker over there. All three of them all stars, and for sure, Kevin Durant gonna be starting an All Star game, even though he ain't a top 8 team in the Western Conference, he a top 10 team. And on top of that, Steph Curry starting in the All Star game, his team 11, and they don't even. I don't even think De'Aaron Fox even in the All Star game. So all in all, I feel like the way the All Star game is now, anyways, I feel like this really gonna kind of ruin it because it's supposed to be y'all supposed to be giving it back to the fans, letting the fans pick who they want in the All Star games, and y'all just showed that it ain't gonna really be up to the fans on who they want to pick to be an all-star game. Y'all gonna really come down to y'all committee and y'all gonna pick who y'all want to be in the all-star game. So that's gonna draw away from the fans, and I feel like that's gonna pull away from the ratings too on all-star weekend for that weekend, especially if the if the dunk contest don't be up all of if the dunk contest don't be all that or the skills challenge test. So you feel me? That gotta get studied or something. You feel me? Because LaMelo Ball should definitely be in the All Star game. You feel me? Because when he was an All Star a couple of years ago, when they had the players picking their own teams, he was one of the first young players to get picked. So for him not to be in the All Star game and the way he performing is kind of crazy. But he did just go down with like an ankle injury, so you never know. It probably was a good thing that he didn't get picked though. You feel me? But another star that's playing like a all star right now is Cade Cunningham. You feel me? I really say it's about time because he's been in the league a few years. You feel me? He battled a couple injuries, had that ACL injury, but you feel me? He started slow. He started the season slow, but now he's starting to really shine right now. You feel me? He has a couple of good games. He pulling that Pistons teams together, and they starting to come out on top and be a winning team after Detroit been in the slump after so long. But that team is kind of built pretty good, if you ask me. Even though they lost one of their top stars and Jaden Ivey, he went down for the season with a crazy injury. You feel me? Hopefully he get healthy and they get him back next season. The way they plan, they be able to take this into next season. Depending on where they land at, I feel like the ceiling high for that team because Jaden Ivey, he a next level talent. Then you got Cade Cunningham, you got Oshawa Thompson over there. Then you got Jalen Duren down low, a real nice center who can rebound, play defense, get some blocks, get some offensive rebounds. He can get them twos and fuse around the cup. So Detroit gonna be good, but Cade Cunningham is it was definitely his time to shine. Me personally, I was saying that somebody need to probably come get him, or the Pistons probably need to trade him. But after seeing how they playing now, he gonna be around for I say a few more years just to see what that team gonna do, especially depending on how their success go. You feel me? But you feel me? Y'all let me know what y'all think about the Pistons and what y'all think about the All Star game and the All Star lineup. Is it fair that you feel me? Steph Curry get to start in the All Star game just because he's Steph Curry. You feel me? Even though his team almost a 12th team in the Western Conference, and Steph Curry ain't been really playing good basketball to me, if you ask me. He ain't really been no top point guard in the Western Conference right as of right now at an All Star level, if you ask me. So uh, we gonna see about that. But y'all let me know about what y'all think about the lineups and how they running it. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. So y'all already know the next thing we're gonna get into, man. We're gonna get into the NFL games that happened over this weekend. Some one was a real good game. One was a unexpected game because I ain't think Philly was gonna come out and put up 55 points like they did on the Commanders. But the game started off crazy, and the game for them already started the game off. Uh, Saquon Barkley touchdown, first drive of the game, first play of the game, just like he did the week before. And then right after that, uh, Commanders fumbled the ball. Philly got it right back. Jalen Hurts get a touchdown. They went up early. Uh, and then after that, they did miss a field goal. It was 13-0. 13-3 game. Commanders made a couple of plays, ended up getting back in the game right before halftime. But Philly did go into halftime with a nice lead, 12-27, because right after the Commanders scored, Philly had scored, and I was just looking like, damn, it's like every time they got their hands on the ball, they scored the ball, and I was talking about they weren't gonna be able to pass the ball. Like I thought they weren't gonna be able to pass the ball that good, but they was able to pass the ball. Protection held up sometimes. You feel me? He didn't get sacked as much as I thought he would. You feel me? Protection held up, and the receivers made some plays. But all in all, Saquon Barkley, man, he had a crazy run in the season, and now he just having a crazy postseason run. You feel me? For him to be putting up the stats he putting up right now was just crazy. And I feel like they just riding him all the way to the Super Bowl. You feel me? I ain't mad at him. You feel me? Hand the ball off, let him get them hard on yards, and hey, use the tush push. You feel me? All in all, you feel, if the last play come down to it, you feel me? But Philly back in the Super Bowl. So shit, second time in 3 years. So we'll be able to see if they'll be able to get it done. But you already know they going up against Pat Mahomes again. You feel me? They was able to beat the Buffalo Bills in another epic game, 32-29. Patrick Mahomes laid it all on the line, two rushing touchdowns. He had one passing. You feel me? And then came down to another questionable call. Everybody calling it. You feel me? It was a 4th and 1, and everybody was saying that Josh Allen did get the first down. But me personally, I don't think he got the first down. You feel me? Because you got to get past the first down to get a first down. I feel like um, as the play went on, his forward progress got stopped right at the first down, so he ain't never really get a chance to pass it. So even if, say for instance, that was a 3rd and 1, if that was a 4th down, it would have been 4th and inches. You feel me? And like everybody always say, football always come down. It's a game of inches. Everybody always say that, and you feel me? He wasn't able to get past that. He wasn't able to get past that first down, and they was able to stop his forward progress and knock him down and able to get the ball back. And Pat Mahomes went out there. He did what he do. You feel me? You can't get him too many opportunities with the ball. At that point, Buffalo was up 1 point, 22-21. They had came right out of the halftime, scored the ball. After Pat Mahomes messed up a scoring opportunity for the Kansas City Chiefs and ended up taking a sack and pushing them out of field goal range. But like I said, you can't give a great player and a great team too many opportunities to beat you. Because when you get them too many opportunities, they gonna beat you. A player like Pat Mahomes, that's what they did, and I don't really think Buffalo was really ready for Pat Mahomes to be running the ball like he did. He had like 11 carries. He only had like 46 yards, but he had 2 rushing touchdowns. So that was big for him, and to see him go out there and score that last touchdown like how he did, and then go out there and get an extra 3 points for his team to put them up is real big, and that's just championship football. So like I said, the table set a rematch, Kansas City versus Philly. You feel me? I don't know how many people wanted that, but me personally, I'll take that again because when they played Philly the first time, it was a real good game, and I feel like this time it's gonna be a real good game just because, like I said, the first one was a real good game. Then the stakes on this one is just so high. Like the stakes on this one just so high. Kansas City looking for a three-peat. Uh, the Eagles looking for a championship. I feel like if the Eagles don't win the championship right now, I feel like a couple of people gonna be in the hot seat. You know, from like probably coaches, a couple of players, and they some people ain't gonna be here. So I feel like Philly really need this right now. You feel me? Jalen Hurts and them need this. That's what they went and got Saquon Barkley for. They back in the big game after a tough year they had last year, after being in the Super Bowl the year before that. So we gonna see what's gonna happen though. But you already know I got the Kansas City Chiefs winning that game. I don't really think Saquon Barkley gonna be able to run the ball like how he been running it against everybody else like he do against the Kansas City Chiefs just because uh, that front seven of them just real physical up front and dominant with Chris Jones, Kurt Loftus, Nick Bolton. You got Tranquil out there, Leo Chanel. That front seven is just real physical. And then they got Reed to come down and put 8 in the box for you, a big safety who ain't afraid to hit, who gonna make plays. He gonna get sacks. He gonna get an interception, a fumble, or something. And then they got Trent McDuffie out there who also been having a good playoff run, who had a nice season this year. The first time Kansas City played Philly this year, Saquon ain't have no real big game and nothing like that. AJ Brown was real quiet. I don't think Devontae Smith played that game though, but Kansas City came out on top of that game. So if they watch the film and if they watch the film and how I watched the game and see that the offensive line Philly is banged up, so they got to be able to get to Jalen Hurts in the Super Bowl. So Steve got to dial up some good blitzes and I feel like they're gonna try to use Saquon Barkley a lot, like in the screen game and the receiving game, because they know they know Steve gonna send them blitzes. There's gonna be a lot of run blitzes, a lot of zone blitzes and stuff like that, and that's more like how they like to run the ball with Saquon Barkley out of they like to run out of the shotgun a lot. He don't get too many runs from Jalen Hurts being on the center. He don't break too many of those runs. Most of his broken all them long runs that he be having most times be like a zone read run or probably like an RPO or something like that. So look for look for Kansas City to shut that down in the door. Cause like I said, that front seven is just gonna be dominant. They're gonna be sending them blitzes up and blowing that up. So we're gonna try to make Jalen Hurts beat us with his arm. And I feel like long as the DBs hold up on the back end, everything gonna be all good. We know Pat Mahomes and them gonna go out there, control the clock, put points up on the board because the offense really can't be stopped. If you ask me, they do leave a lot of points on the field, but they move up and down that field like it ain't nothing with the ease. They can run the ball, they can pass the ball. Everybody healthy now. Juju Smith just had a real good game last game. Couple catches, he had over 60 yards. Xavier Worthy had a big game like I expected from him. He had over 70 yards receiving, and he had a touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins still being a little quiet in the postseason, but I feel like he gonna have his game. He gonna have his game. He gonna have his moment where he gonna shine and show out Kansas City when he got him. You feel me? Travis Kelce, he ain't have a real big game last game, but he did what he did for other people to make opportunities to score the ball. So all in all, Chiefs versus the Eagles again, man. So y'all let me know who y'all got in this Super Bowl matchup this year. Did y'all got Eagles or do y'all got the Chiefs? You feel me? And who y'all think on? And let me know who y'all think gonna win Super Bowl MVP too, cause I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like this year might be going. If the Chiefs win, I feel like it might be going to somebody on the defensive side this year. You feel me? So let me know who y'all think gonna win Super Bowl MVP too. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. So I'm gonna go through a couple of the award finalists right now. So right now for MVP, the last finalist is Josh Allen, Saquon Barkley, Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, and Lamar Jackson. You feel me? For defensive player of the year, it got Zach Byron, Miles Garrett, Trey Hendrickson, Patrick Surtain, and T.J. Watt. Offensive Player of the Year, Saquon Barkley, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Derrick Henry, and Lamar Jackson. For Rookie of the Year, they got Brock Bowers, Jaden Daniels, Malik Neighbors, Bo Nix, and Brian Thomas Jr. Three of those rookies all came from the same college. Jaden Daniels, quarterback, Malik Neighbors, and Brian Thomas Jr. both was wide receivers at LSU. So that's big for the University at LSU to have three players up for an Offensive Rookie of the Year award. For Defensive Rookie of the Year, you got Cooper DeJean, Brandon Fiskett, Quinion Mitchell, Chop Robinson, and Jerry Verse. Um, Comeback Player of the Year, Joe Burrow, Sam Darnold, J.K. Dobbins, Christian Gonzalez, and Damar Hamlin. And for Coach of the Year, they got Dan Campbell, Kevin O'Connell, Sean Payton, Dan Quinn, and Andy Reid. So that was just a quick run through of all the finalists of the awards that they give out at the end of the season. Just leave a comment at who y'all think should win each award and probably why. But you already know though, man, it's your boy Turbo. This was another episode of Great Conversation and Guests, man. Make sure y'all add me on Instagram at DMG Turbo. For y'all that got Facebook, add me on Facebook at John Morant. Make sure y'all get my boy behind the lens on Instagram at Taj_Miller. Y'all already know. As long as y'all keep rocking with the show, we gonna keep dropping.